my interest recently is in fair voting systems, and it's been precipitated by, I suppose, the fact that the last referendum was such a chaotic one. I'm not quite sure why the alternatives offered were so bad, but I have a feeling that almost universally the major political parties were opposed to it, and I don't think the electorate had much of a choice. What happened in New Zealand in 1994? This is not just a rhetorical question. I'm sort of sense of asking if you think you know. I'm not going to personalise, but can you put your hands up if you think you know what happened electorally in 1994 in New Zealand? More people. I'm sure some people know who I'm not saying. Yes. Yes, exactly. It was a change to PR, and it was as a result of a referendum. The result of the change to PR was, the change to PR had, I think, probably positive effects in a wide range of aspects. This is what happened in the UK in 2010. We had a general election on the first past the post, and according to Gavin Thompson of the who's a statistician at the House of Parliament Support Agency, the Conservatives won 36 of the votes, but 47% of the seats. The Lib Dems did badly in proportion, but curiously, or maybe not so curiously, they benefited just about as much as the Tories from the system. See why the Labour Party doesn't want to campaign for anything else. So the referendum for an AV option, I believe, I'm not quite sure, still correct me if I'm right, I believe the Jenkins Commission was the late 1990s, which recommended a different system of basically something called AV+, which is AV, alternative vote, plus a list compensation, which is obviously the thing which many countries use, which in a sense almost ensures proportionality, but the AV system doesn't. And maybe that's one of the reasons why that cannot be supported. Anyway, rejected by the electorate. This is interesting. It's not just proportionality that's an issue. I think there's a lot of other aspects of the first past the post, particularly the wasted vote issue. I think there's someone said that there's only about 10% of the UK population live in places where their vote actually counts. The swing states or the marginal constituencies. I mean, this is the first turnout. You know, it was never that high, was it? But it appears to be going down pretty well universally all over the world. Just so you can see, the countries are in order. Germany on top, it's the orange one. Number 4 would be the UK, which started off quite well. Third one down is Japan. Then we get the US, and we get India slightly coming up. Then we have this is basically how proportional are these systems. Now this is really summarised from Gavin Thompson's excellent piece in the Significance, the popularising article, which shows graphs of these changes over time. I've got a copy of it. We'll discuss it over the breakout session. But I mean, the inequality in the UK under first past the post has been increasing steadily since 1951 until 1987. In the US it hasn't changed. I believe that's probably because there's a two-party system, and that limits the extent to which it's disproportional. Similarly, the AV shows an increase alternative vote. We can go through these different systems if you want in the breakout, but it seems to be increasing as well. STV is often proposed as being a proportional system. It's not actually completely proportional. It's a system, I think, which we used in what they use in Royal Statistical Society for voting for council members, where you rank people in order. And then the interesting thing about the New Zealand one is that the proportionality suddenly changes after having been going. The disproportionality goes up very, very strongly, regularly, and then to a degree which is larger than even in the UK. then you get this proportion voting, and it's almost nothing, 5%. And then in the Netherlands, you've got a very, very different system, which is an open list, which doesn't have constituencies, and it's sent proper AV, and it has a stable proportionality. And then speeding up a bit, this is sort of really my plan. Starting off by looking at what I consider, required and desirable characteristics of a voting system. I mean, just picked out the blue in a sense, but with reference to the needs of the UK, I thought. We want a proportional system. Do we want a proportional system or don't we? I don't know. I think it's important for various reasons. We've got to vote for an Odin Canvas party representative so that we have one person per constituency and we vote for that person. We use existing constituencies and we only have one vote. If you have two votes, obviously possible, but you have issues about different MPs having different remits. The list MP and the constituency MP have different remits. Almost finished? Yeah, time. Those are the desirable characteristics. We can go through this and break out. The existing systems fail. We know first part of is very unproportional. This is my proposal, which I'm not going to go through now. I'll go through and break out. And that's my agenda. We have a game to play actually on the algorithm, because it may crucially depend on the algorithm. And I think that's basically it. Yes, I